Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, we've been doing this program for a few months and I truly enjoy myself. I hope you have been enjoying yourself too. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, everybody. Yes, this is a very exciting day, exciting time. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm very happy to have Sonel on. Well, Sonel all the way from UK. Yes, Sonel, please look at this program, and we are going to do a lot more for this program soon. And plus, many of you from different entities joining here. Thank you so much. Well, Bitcoin has performed 8 green candles in a row. Well, I don't know. I think it's 9 though, because there's one very uncertain. So 8 to 9 green candle in a row. The last time it happened was way back in December 2020. So what's happening? Are there signals that is going to go to 100,000 soon? How soon? Stay for the update to the end and make your own conclusion. My name is Richard Tan from Success Resources. We are the world leading education provider. Every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll be making video talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if this is a topic that you'd like to learn more about, make sure you subscribe to the channel, gently tap the thumbs up button and also the notification so that whenever there's a new video, you will be the first to know. Now, I'm very delighted to bring my friend, Dr. Clement Chan, to the program. He's an authority in financial investing and also a well-known teacher that have coached many thousands of people in the art of wealth creation. Welcome, Dr. Clement.
Wow, Richard, TGIF, so happy to see you and everyone else. I'm so happy to be in this event and thank you for having me here. Thank you, Richard.
Wow, Dr. Clement, so what happened to your in the last video, you're going to collect your Tesla today. So have you got your Tesla?
Unfortunately, their back-end system right now is still going through a fine-tuning. The last heard is I'll be collecting my car next week. So the first batch of car owners have already rolled out. Today, it was featured on the mainstream media Straits Time. And that was one of our fellow Tesla car owners. And you know what, Richard? This is the beautiful part. Every one of us bought Tesla based on either making the profits investing in the Tesla stock or based on the profits we make from Bitcoin. So the Tesla car itself, it is a free gift.
Yeah, I just saw news yesterday that they are going to have a factory somewhere in Toa Payoh. Well, pretty close to my place. So I'm very happy. Yeah, Dr. Clement, last week we mentioned, last video, we mentioned about Kazakhstan opening up to allow banks, right, to facilitate crypto trader banking their crypto and fiat currency into the bank, and that make it very easy and legitimate for all who want to make investing in crypto a part of their life. Today, we see another country, and this time is Latin American country, Colombia. Now, Colombia's first commercial bank will let users transfer money to crypto exchange. They mentioned Binance as one of those exchange, which means to say that you can actually freely transfer fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat in the country easily. How do you see this trend in supporting the Bitcoin price?
Wow, Richard, that's a great question. In fact, this is an emerging trend that just started from Kazakhstan. We spoke about it in our last video. And today, the second player to come on board is none other than Colombia. Now, there are 3 steps to this thinking. So step 1, I mean, we always want to physically take a look on the entity that we are actually talking about. So I'm going to go to Colombia. Here we go. And I hope I got it right. Colombia. I
really enjoy this Google Earth thing.
It's somewhere around here. And I mean, when we kind of, no, this is not the right Colombia. We started from Kazakhstan last week, right over here. And this is bringing us right to the place. All right. Colombia is in the South America side of things. And then today we are looking at Kazakhstan and Colombia. So what I want to go through is the first 3 steps is this. Step 1, we always need to have ability to take our fiat currency, which is our domestic currency. For us in Singapore, which is a Singapore dollar, US will be US dollar, Japan will be Japanese yen. So step 1, we take the fiat currency and we want to buy into a cryptocurrency. The standard cryptocurrency that most of us are using is called a USDT.
That's right.
And once we have the USDT, then we go into the marketplace and hunt for the best price to buy into Bitcoin. So concept number 1, there's always a currency pair. Just like in the traditional fiat dollars, we have US Japanese yen, US Euro dollars, US Sing dollars, and so on. Likewise, in the crypto world, is always paired against BTC USDT. So let's take a look at Colombia right now. This is really a fantastic news because the first commercial bank will allow users to transfer money to the crypto exchange. This is a form of wire transfer. And that's why this is so important. And they even mentioned, as what you have highlighted, Richard, they work with Binance, and they already passed through the local regulator, what they call the financial watchdog, under the financial superintendency of Colombia. And out of 14 applicants were chosen to test banking services for crypto platforms as well as part of a year-long project. Now, every country right now, in one small form or another, they have already started their what we call test pilot. Test pilot to get the country involved, ready, test pilot the framework for regulatory actions, and to test pilot the in-out flow of money. That's the reason why, there'll be more and more such news that's going to come out in the near future. And I'm totally not surprised at all. And this represents a great opportunity for us looking at the crypto pricing. So kind of a quick switch back right over here. This is the price of Bitcoin today as we stand. And Richard, you have brought our attention to the beautiful Super 8 green candles. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 strikes in a row and holding still and strong at $40,000 per coin. So this is the way we go about looking at the candles. And very quickly, I'm just going to draw my red box. And that's always starting at 40,000, cutting through at 30,000. Now, what is this signaling to us here? I want to bring our attention right across here, especially this particular part here. You can see this little hair right here, this little green shoots that's just kind of popping out. So the moment we have all these green shoots popping out means there's a lot of interest to break it through. And right now it's going through a consolidation phase. And Richard, consolidation phase is defined as step 1. They filter out all the faint-hearted players. Those who got freaked out about the price, they already sold off everything that they could have possibly sold off. Done. Step 2, right now for the brave-hearted, they start to come in and build up a very, very strong position right here at 40,000 range. This is what we talk about, the major breakthrough that's coming out. And we are always looking at going back to the previous high. So let me just draw this arrow from this point onwards to the previous high. And the previous high was right now captured at 64,000. So this is what we have been waiting for. And whether it's going to be within 1 week, whether we're going to be within 1 month or 1 quarter, everybody right now is waiting on a pent-up demand. And that's the reason why, Richard, it is good for you to bring to our attention. We have Kazakhstan, we have Colombia right now taking steps through their own domestic financial systems, accepting fiat currency and thereby allowing us to trade into cryptocurrency. And that's a great move, Richard.
Wow, exciting. Now, the second question I have for Dr. Clement is this, that there's an article just yesterday, that 1.5 billion in Bitcoin auction going to expire on Friday. Now, depending on which part of the world you are in, right now in Asia, we are already Friday. In the US, it's still Thursday. So latest is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow for the US. Yep. 1.5 billion in Bitcoin auction expire Friday, yeah, the maximum price according to the article is 35,000. Now today Bitcoin is 40,000, which means to say that this investor will exercise the option to buy at $35,000 instead of the current 40,000. So there's 1.5 billion out there creating a buying pressure. Now, Dr. Clement, just for the sake of the ordinary investor, can you explain in layman terms, how does this work? How does auction work for Bitcoin? And do you see this driving the price of Bitcoin? And if it's driving the price of Bitcoin, which direction will the price go?
Wow. And you know, Richard, this is my forte. I'm trained in Chicago Board Option Exchange, and that's how I started myself as a trader and investor. So we're going to take a look at this headline first. Step one, 1.5 billion in Bitcoin options, which will expire tomorrow. And it's saying here's who's going to benefit. Now, concept, there are three parts to it. Step one, they are bought into a call options. All right. Call options, as you rightfully pointed out, the strike price is at $35,000. So as I go through right here, somebody here who bought into a call option at $35,000 means to say that at current price of $40,000, he's already sitting on an intrinsic value of $5,000 profit. So he'll go through the following steps. Step number one, he already bought into the call option at 35,000 strike price. Done. Step two, since the option is going to expire, he will not allow the options to go expire worthless, because that means he will lose and get nothing back in return. So what will happen at step two, the call buyers will exercise the option to own Bitcoin at a cost price of $35,000 per coin.
Big profit,
And thereafter, you know, Richard, this is not done yet. Thereafter, at step three, this is the most exciting part. If you own at 35,000 and Bitcoin trading at 40,000, you are not there to just make a $5,000 profit. You are there to capture at least 100% profit. So minimally, every one of them who own at 35,000, they will set a price target to get out at 70,000 minimum. But that being said, we are not satisfied with 100% profit. We are in this game to make a 10 times return, which is 1,000% profit. So this set the pace, and every one of them who is going to exercise to buy into the call option, they will be putting money into the game. And that's the reason why this becomes a very, very important metric, as we can see right here. As they say, 35,000 tomorrow instead of 39,000, and those purchases could then in turn push the price of Bitcoin even higher still. This is the moment that we've been waiting for, and that's the reason why for Bitcoin is kind of developed from the primary coin into derivative market, deriving its value from the underlying price of Bitcoin. And that's why this is a burgeoning market, getting bigger and bigger with so many traders participating in all forms, from a grayscale Bitcoin trust to going direct to the market to buy a derivative like call options, or going out there to buy Bitcoin instead on its own. All these are the factors that will push Bitcoin prices even much higher, Richard.
Wow. And I'm very, very passionate about Bitcoin. And that's the reason why we have all this program, because I myself want to be immersed and want to learn more about this amazing instrument that can create wealth. And that prompts us to want to organize, or we are organizing the Global Bitcoin Festival as a movement to encourage many people to know about Bitcoin and to adopt Bitcoin, and to understand that Bitcoin is an instrument that can help you create wealth, as well as not only for yourself, but for generation to come. So there's a link below for any one of you who are really, really interested to know more about Bitcoin. Look at the link below so that you can get involved in the Global Bitcoin Festival. Now, Dr. Clement, one of my role model is Michael Saylor, right? And I think yesterday or the day before is the quarterly reporting. Now, MicroStrategy, he's a CEO of MicroStrategy, right? So MicroStrategy reported a paper loss of 290 million, primarily due to their holding of Bitcoin. But Michael Saylor, the CEO, confirmed that despite this, he is still, and MicroStrategy will still continue to buy more Bitcoin. Now, Michael Saylor is a billionaire and also a very, very successful business person. We are very sure that he knows what he's doing, right? Why is he still buying Bitcoin despite the fact that his company quarterly report shows a $299 million loss? Is that something that he knows that many ordinary people don't know? What do you think?
Wow, that's a very, very sharp question, Richard. And you know, I need to really pull out the tweet coming out from Michael Saylor directly, because he bought Bitcoins at different intervals of time.
Yep.
And like almost on a monthly basis, he was building up his portfolio of Bitcoin, starting in 10,000, 20,000, and right now he owns over 100,000 Bitcoins. So this tweet that took place on 21st of June is I think it's the most important tweet ever released by him, because it clearly tells us two very important factual information. Number one, his average price of his 105,085 Bitcoin is actually $26,080 per coin. That's the average price. All right. Now, remember, he bought over different intervals of time at different pricing. Second important point is that the latest transaction that he bought with almost $500 million, the average price of Bitcoin is $37,617. Now, there were some coins that he bought above 40,000, some coins he bought above 54,000. Those were the coins that he suffered a paper loss of 299 million. But the net, he's still sitting on very super healthy profits. And that's the reason why I want to highlight to everybody right now, if Michael Saylor put in $500 million to purchase Bitcoin at 37,000, which is very close to today's price, this is the perfect entry point. This is no other entry point better than this, because one other thing that's not really kind of a broadcast to the audience right here is the fact that Michael Saylor has another $1 billion on standby. This is, I don't think is mentioned in this article here, which he have not go out to publish how much he's going to buy the Bitcoin right there in the market today. So this article is more featured about his paper loss, is so be it, and paper loss, and we've been preaching about this, Richard, never ever sell at a loss, because we are looking at Bitcoin as a generational wealth. That's the reason why Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy is also looking at this at a very, very long-term perspective. So this is, I think, an article that kind of give us the encouragement. And then you come back here. This, I think, is the most important of them all. Today, we can really trade alongside with this giant called Michael Saylor. Thank you for highlighting to us, Richard.
Now, Michael Saylor is one person that I learned about his perspective of Bitcoin. And this is the reason why we are all many of us are very passionate about it. We are so passionate about it that we even run this, Dr. Clement and myself even run this in Chinese. Even though I can't speak Chinese I'm Chinese, but I can't speak the technical term very, very well. But every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are going to do it in English. But every Wednesday, 3 p.m., right? We are going to conduct this in Mandarin. And if you have Mandarin friends that you would like to know more about Bitcoin, do join us on our Wednesday session. Now, MicroStrategy is a big institution. Their primary business is on data intelligence. So they are actually very, very smart in the financial industry. And they choose to adopt Bitcoin and to keep Bitcoin as a store of value as part of their company asset. Now, in the past, many of these institutions always make fun of ordinary investors like you and me. They say, hey, FOMO. Now, FOMO is a new term that many years ago don't have. It's a recently created term, FOMO. stand for fear of missing out. So they kind of make fun of ordinary investor, have not much of a brain. People, you just fear of missing out, and then you just go and buy and then move the price or become a victim. Now I want to ask you, Dr. Clement, is there such thing as institutional FOMO? That means institutional also fear of missing out and get involved in this whole game here.
Absolutely, Richard. The whole concept of FOMO, fear of missing out, if we really want to trace back, those who should really buy Bitcoin when it was trading in the year 2008 at the price of $1. Then why are recent institutions coming so late into the game? That's like 12 years already passed. And only this year, for the first time, Bitcoin broke $1 trillion market cap. And that is the telltale signs. The evidence is lying across the streets. This is all backed by institutional FOMO players coming late into the game. How late? 12 years later late. And that's why we are seeing a great appreciation of blockchain, great appreciation of decentralization, great appreciation by the banks of the world that's going to accept fiat currency and trading into cryptocurrency. This is the reason why there's a such thing as FOMO institution. And there'll be more coming towards the near future. And I want to highlight this to all of our audience. The reason is because it's no longer about individual average Joes out there, Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's no longer about institutions out there having a FOMO attitude. Right now, we've gone to the highest level. It is at the sovereign level.
Wow.
Countries are fighting among themselves to get a piece of Bitcoin called the digital gold. Just like every country out there who went through independence, Singapore went through independence in 1965. And back then, our founding father, Lee Kuan Yew, set a task for his finance minister, Goh Keng Swee, and he sent him to Switzerland straight away to buy physical gold. Why? To peg against the Singapore dollar currency. And today, with every country looking to digital currency, then where's the peg? Where's the peg against the digital currency that they're going to launch? And I think, all of us going to arrive at the same conclusion. The peg is actually the digital gold, none other than Bitcoin itself. So, Richard, you let our cat out of the bag. We started with institutional FOMO, and right now I call it the sovereign FOMO. Countries are on a bidding war right now.
Wow, Dr. Clement, thank you very much. Now, the next question is actually our key question for today's video. Now, recent article from Bloomberg that Bitcoin price will go towards 100,000 instead of going down to 20,000. Can you share with us why Bloomberg is so bullish in their report?
Wow, that's great. Richard, you highlighted to us, one of the top financial players of media is actually none other than Mr. Michael Bloomberg and his company called Bloomberg itself, all right? Now, what they did behind the scenes that they don't reveal in this article is actually what we call triangulation. Now, what do I mean by triangulation? Before they came out with this $100,000 price prediction by year end, earlier reports, including from Pantera Capital, they already predicted Bitcoin will hit $115,000 by October this year. Citibank analysts predicted Bitcoin will hit $318,000 by December this year. So they are putting together the different data points, and of course, they have their own in-house analysts, as found in this article, published through Bloomberg channel under Crypto Outlook, and that's how they arrive at the 100,000 benchmark. And what is really key is right here, I believe, in this statement here. The report says that the crypto is more likely to approach 100,000 this year than it is to fall back down to $20,000. Now, $20,000 is going to be a far-fetched because why? Already we spoke about Michael Saylor, and what is a Michael Saylor average price? $26,000, and he got another $1 billion war chest ready to deploy. So at this moment, when we are looking at 40,000, they call it a resting crypto asset bull market. The bulls are resting, haven't wake up yet. Still down there accumulating the energy, still sleeping. We haven't triggered a awakening moment. So this is the really, really fun part. And then, I really have a lot of fun when I go through this article. Richard, this is the triangulation. In fact, we also have prediction that Bitcoin will hit 500,000 by the end of this year. So what is the common denominator among all these predictions? There's only one number we are looking at. Minimally to break 100,000. Anything above 100,000, granted, is a bonus. Whether it eventually hit 200,000, 300,000, or $500,000, this is where you got to really hang on tight with our movement right here, led by Richard. And that's the reason why we are gathering every single fan and fanatics out there who believe that Bitcoin will create for you the generational wealth. And we're going to go straight to the moon. Back to you, Richard.
Come on. I don't know I want to say idiot now. Think that Bitcoin is going out to 20,000, 10,000, 8,000. Come on. It's going to go up to 100,000, not 8,000 or 10,000. And I'm very passionate about Bitcoin. And that's the reason why we are organizing the Global Bitcoin Festival this October. It is a gathering of industrial expert and enthusiastic community of Bitcoin holder to update, promote education and adoption of Bitcoin. Now, Dr. Clement, what can you say? I mean, you have said a lot, but what can you say to those who want to know more about Bitcoin and capitalize on this opportunity?
I'm really, really sensitive about this number, Richard, because the Global Bitcoin Festival is really coming close in the month of October. And there's one metric that I really chase close to my heart, and this is found on bitcointreasuries.org, all right? So let me kind of zoom in right here and making sure everybody is understanding what is the data presented here, all right? So here we go. I'm going to zoom into this part here. This is really a very, very important number, 7.023%. Now, what does that mean when someone says 7.023%? It actually means like this. Here we go. We are looking at every big player out there, from exchange-traded fund or countries buying Bitcoin, or public companies like what Richard just shared with us, MicroStrategy, or even private companies, all of them. When we consider all the Bitcoin that they bought together today, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at them controlling only 7% of the entire circulation. Now, that to me is what we call a blue ocean. That to me is what I call a window of opportunity, because for the first time, you are able to come in early before the big fat whales surround every one of us and take that 7% to above 30%. By then, you and I got no more chance in the game already. That's the reason why we need to catch the spikes together with companies like MicroStrategy, Tesla, Galaxy Digital, Square, Marathon Digital Holding, Coinbase, holy moly, Riot Blockchain, and so on. All these are the companies that constituted the 7.023%, and that's the number to catch. So with this in mind, then when we talk about the Global Bitcoin Festival that, Richard is taking the lead together with Success Resources, planning it to execute in the month of October, it means what? We have this very, very important golden opportunity to likewise take advantage, to seize the opportunity before the number tilt above 7%. So I can only have one advice for all of you. If you want to have the conviction, the commitment to go through this ride with us, then there's only one choice left for you right now. Join us at the Global Bitcoin Festival. And I'm sure with all the thinkers of the world and all the big fat whales that's joining this event together with us, you will be so immersely intricated, connected with us in this movement. And thank you, Richard, for taking the lead.
Thank you so much. So there's a link below. Do sign up for the program and join us in a Global Bitcoin Festival. I'm going to leave this this session for a couple of minutes for those of you who sign up. But thank you very, very much. And thank you, Dr. Clement, once again for all your wisdom and all your tips. Till we meet again next Monday, yeah, for the video. Thank you so much. I wish you wealth, health, and happiness in your life.